the right to work. Oh, yeah. Up late last night watching YouTube videos, and I'm going to have to research this a little bit. I have to look into the legislation, but apparently, according to a couple of people's YouTube channels, next month, here at the end of the month, the RFID tracking chip is supposed to be mandated starting at the end of March. And I'm going to have to look at this because this is, this is ridiculous. Not that they would put that in the legislation and make it mandated, because the whole of the legislation is mandated. No, that part I get. No, I understand that very well. You cannot make healthcare compulsory, especially if you don't need healthcare. Wow. So I'm going to have to look into this. I think it's ridiculous in the sense that, how do you implement that? How do, what, by pain of death? By corporal punishment? By capital punishment? I mean, what exactly, legislation that is written against natural law is empty legislation. And we'll see how big the teeth are behind it, but I don't see, people in America being so detached from the God of the Bible and the book of Revelation that they'll just go, oh, okay, now let's see if the economy collapses here in a week. And then we'll have a whole different conversation. But that just did, wow. That's stunning hubris. That's a stunning level of hubris. And I guess if they're pulling the plug on the economy here in the next week or so, and then giving some people giving the people some time to simmer in the pot, as it were, then they'll probably be a little more apt to take a track-all chip with a poison pill in it. And wow, man. Wow. What do you say to that? I mean, whoa, Jack, that's just off the chain. And we'll just see. We will just see. But, wow, whoa, that's just off the chain. I just don't, wow. That's an incredible amount of hubris. And they're talking, insurance rates have doubled this year. By 2016, they will have quadrupled. So, wow. What are they bringing in where they have that level of confidence that people will just accept this poison pill tracker chip? And I do literally mean poison pill. It's apparently some of these, probably all of these, have a dose of cyanide in them. In that, if you stop being compliant, if you stop being obeisant to the powers that be, well, they just push a button and you die. So whatever. I mean, kill me now. I know, save the money. You can just put a bullet pill in me right now, because I'm not taking no damn chip. No way. No way. I do know that there is a king of the universe. And in spite of philosophers' grandest ideas, there are no atheists in foxholes. I saw a video this morning from Aurini. Philosophically, man, you got a lot on the ball, and I can tell that you're a thinker and a feeler. You actually have a heart. But I am here to tell you there is a king of the universe, and he isn't just up in the sky. He is all things. He is the breath of life. So, as atheistic as you say you are, and as non-believing in Yahweh, or the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he does exist. And you're right. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to convince the people that not only that that God does not exist. Yeah, he did a good job, especially with the communists, because once you remove God, the state becomes the God. You remove the God of the Bible, you remove the right from the people, because apparently God gives the rights. And if you take God out of the picture, all you have is the state. And the state does not grant rights. We are all dancing on the same dung of the compost heap called the collectivist nation. We are all equally miserable and worthless to the state. And the so-called powers that be, you know, the collective they, are at war with this God. And the way that they carry out this war is by destroying his creation. And you see them doing it every day. You talk about hedonics, that is a satanic attempt to destroy the creation. You see the cloud seeding, that is a satanic attempt to destroy the creation. You talk about GMO, which is the breaking of the law of like kind, which is a satanic attempt to destroy the creation. So, we'll see here in a few months, or a few years, however long it takes for everything to get really miserable, and we'll see if Aurini holds to his atheistic concepts and philosophies. Come on, lady. But at any rate, Aurini, I appreciate you. I love the things that you talk about. It's just when you get on with the God of our own creation, the mechanical God, as you call it, I can't subscribe. I don't subscribe. I know that there is a creator. I know that there is a creator. And I know that he has a certain value set. And if we don't live according to his value set, chaos ensues. Tyranny ensues. So, I mean, if you have a love for your fellow man in your heart, which you do, I see that, then you have the love of God. Now, forget about the social hygiene of the listing of the 613 commandments, because not all the commandments are for everybody. You got commandments for men, you got commandments for women, you got commandments for children, you got commandments for the priesthood. All of those things were set up because the people of that time were not ready to have the presence of Yahweh in them. They wanted to sacrifice bulls and goats and rams to golden gods of their own making. And thus they were unworthy to have the King of the universe dwell with them, in them. And so he had to set up a series of teaching tools in order to prepare them to receive him. And we still haven't got it right, but there are those of us out there who are working to amend that. The reason why things are as screwed up as they are in so-called free societies is because we have allowed ourselves to believe the deluded thought that we can break natural law and get away with it. That we can break the law of love and get away with it. But as we are learning, and will continue to learn until everybody gets it, is that the wages of sin is death. So thank you for your perspective, Aurini. And people, look this up and see if there's not some part in the legislation that has mandated that these so-called RFID chips are compulsory starting at the end of the month of March 2013. What are they planning? What are we doing? At any rate, and if, as a wise man once said to me, this is not the channel you're looking for. You can go about your business. Move along.